Hello, everybody. This is Dottie Berry, and I would like to welcome you to our live hangout. It is rock and roll time because I tell you what, we're going to be covering some information on a fascinating topic tonight, and that is Instagram. Now, I always tell people, well, first of all, let me just welcome our guests. I know there's a lot of you out there, and you come on from all over the world. Sometimes you can come live. Sometimes you catch this later. But I'm Dottie Berry, a.k.a. The Google Hangout Maven, okay? And I'm also a coach, a trainer, a speaker, and a consultant. Training to Transform is my business. And it's really exciting, though, what we can do with Hangouts. So we're going to kind of take you through some various information on how you can actually get engaged with Instagram and how you can market with that and how you can brand with that, how you can build relationships. Because, folks, you know what I say, it's high tech with high touch. You know, unless you're going to do something with your high tech, when you're in a relationship business, then you've missed the whole point about it. So first of all, before we get started, though, I would like to welcome Mr. Barry Tuck. How you doing, Barry?
Hey, Dottie. I'm doing so good. I'm pumped to be here tonight. Instagram has been something that I've been working on learning for a couple weeks now. I've used Instagram before, just as personal stuff. I've never narrowed down on using it for business purposes. So I'm pumped to share and learn from you and share what I've learned.
That's great.
Great to be here.
So I
We've
know
missed
you got
2 weeks.
Yeah, I know you got knocked off right before we started. So I'm going to have you put your banner back up. That way people will know who you are. We always like to, people are saying, well, who are you people? But let me say just a little bit about Barry. I mean, if you want to know the impact of Hangouts, let me put it this way. I work with so many people who actually found me via the Hangout link, okay, on YouTube. Now, I'm not talking about something like this necessarily. I'm talking about when you do 30-second videos, a minute videos, 2-minute videos, whatever you do. I'm going to show you some things tonight, and whatever you do, do it on the Google Hangout platform. Because, folks, when you're like out there, doing this with your phone and posting, and everything, that's great. But when you have a tip or something to share like that, make sure you go on, and you can do a Google Hangout right on your phone live with the app, or you can do it off the computer, which we're doing right here. But the point of that is that gets you great SEO. You don't get that from one of your phone calls you're doing. You don't really get that as well with posting a video that uploads to YouTube from your phone. You do get it from the Google Hangout platform. So that's one reason to do Google Hangouts, okay? And you're going to see some information on our Hangout page. Now, this is like having your own TV channel, okay? I'm the one coming through training, and so is Barry, and we have different guests on here from time to time, but we're here to help you understand more information. But many of you are using your own personal link. In other words, it's like you having your own TV channel and you inviting people to come in and watch us train, but it leads back to you, because this is really important to get. And that is, if you are in marketing of any kind, the more you can help somebody else, the better, okay? I don't care whether you're offline or online. Think about it this way. Let's say you're a mortgage broker, okay? And you run into another mortgage broker, and you all aren't with the same company. People kind of get into this space, well, you're with the company, I'm with the company, really conversation's over. Because that mortgage person who's talking to the other mortgage person is thinking, wow, I can't, get them in a mortgage. But you miss the point. But if you have a tool like this with our Power Lead system, with our Lead Light, and I'll explain a little bit more about that, then you can actually say to that person, that mortgage person, hey, how about if I help you build your business? Well, first of all, they're going to look at you like, are you kidding me? Who in the same business comes to me and offers to help me build my business? Same thing if you're in direct sales or any other type of business. I mean, think about it. What is it always? It's a pitch fest. It's either pitching your product, pitching your company, pitching your opportunity. People don't want to be pitched. They want to relate to you and get to know you. So if you're talking to somebody and they're in a direct sales company, you don't have to say, oh, I am too. Do you want to do this? No, say, hey, how could I help you build your company? How could I help you get more leads? Could you use more leads? Well, Barry, what do people say when you ask them, could they use more leads?
Oh, I don't think there's any hesitation about it. Everybody could use more leads. That's the fuel to your business.
Absolutely. And yeah, you know, what's so great about Barry is he just turned 25 last week. So everybody on that chat box down there, say happy birthday, Barry, because you know, Barry, it's your birthday month. Seriously. But think about it. He just turned 25. He's in the Air Force. Thank you, Barry, for your service. I appreciate you. And he's getting ready to move to Japan in November. You know what I told him? I said, Barry, you will be financially free by the time you come back to the U.S. from Japan. And that's no kidding, because he is starting something so young, and he's all about empowering the millennials. You know, I say that, you know, we've got epic entrepreneurs happening here. It's absolutely fantastic. And I don't care if you're online or offline. I mean, everybody has been conditioned to go to college if you wanted to get ahead. And trust me, I'm not putting down anybody who's got a great job, is passionate about their job, is passionate about going to college. But you know what? It's not an either or. It's a both and. There's a lot of ways to make your way in life. College is one of them. Being an entrepreneur is another one. We need to teach more people how to do both. College is a great experience. It was for me. But being an entrepreneur, everybody should have some type of home-based business so that you get the tax benefits. If you don't have one, go out and find one today. You know, talk to people, see what they're up to. But then again, you're going to need to market, all right? So we're going to be showing you some things about Instagram. Now, the reason I'm kind of setting the stage is because people always ask me, oh my goodness, how did you learn all this? And I can't do that. I don't have a list yet. Well, folks, it's not a matter of if you're going to build a list. It's a matter of when in today's marketplace and being in business. So if you haven't done it before, it's perfectly okay that you're starting at zero, because guess what? Everybody starts at zero in everything they do, whether it's Facebook marketing, LinkedIn, Instagram. And I'm going to actually show you that. I mean, seriously, I just started on Instagram like 2 days ago. Now, why did I do that? Well, people get overwhelmed by trying to master all of the social media at one time. And that's just the truth. I say, you know, get on, learn something well before you go to something else. Well, I've learned Facebook well. I know how to do Facebook marketing. I know how to set up groups. I mean, I don't, there's always somebody that knows more than me, but guess what? That's always going to be the way. There's always going to be somebody that knows more, somebody that knows less. You know, if you go to LinkedInMaven.com, there's my LinkedIn account. I train people on LinkedIn. But now I really got it. You know, Instagram is a tremendous platform, and it's particularly tremendous globally. And that's what I do, is train a lot globally. So here I am, off to learn everything I can about Instagram. And I discovered a little nugget in my search, so to speak. And I'm just the type of person, when I learn something, I want to help you learn it, and I want to train on that. So Barry, I know that it was new to you what I introduced you to. And I did put a link down there. It's a free thing where you can learn how to, what I call, schedule posts for Instagram. We're going to get real clear about what that means, though. So let me ask you first, Barry, what have you learned by being on Instagram, and where you're going with this?
Well, one thing I've learned, Dottie, is Instagram is a completely different platform than Facebook. On Facebook, you can add friends, you can see their status updates, what they're doing. On Instagram, it's different. It's just photos or a 15-second long video. People can post those, but mainly it's photos. And on Instagram, I think it's less noisy, and by that I mean Facebook, you're flooded with what's trending. People are sharing videos of stuff that's negative in the world, news, politics, and stuff, and that's not always, you know, happy to look at on your news feed. It can get overwhelming. It's like clogging the drain. But I've noticed on Instagram, probably you can add to that, that Instagram is more of a positive place to be around. It's more of an atmosphere, because people are sharing photos, and when they share that photo, they want engagement, they want likes, they want comments, because they're trying to share their life through a photo. And the more lively they can make a photo, the more the more engagement that they're going to get from that. And I just think Instagram is really neat. And there's only, we'll get into this more, there's only one spot for you to post a clickable link on Instagram. And people think that that's like a big negative, a big downfall to Instagram, where you can only put one clickable link in your bio and you can't put those in your photos or in comments. And we'll get more into that later. But I think Instagram has set up a really good platform for you and your business, and for you to engage with others. You can connect through hashtags. Also, they have a what's trending, but it's, again, it's not negative, it's positive stuff. So I'm happy to dive into Instagram a little bit with you all tonight and share what I've learned, and learn what Dottie has learned.
Hey, thanks, Barry. I mean, that is such a great point, positive. And, you know, I want to give a shout out right now to Jeff and Debbie, who I believe are on this hangout tonight, because talk about positive. I was very fortunate last week to be in San Diego. And I tell you, you know, being a consultant in the direct sales industry, I get to go and see a lot of events and just see how people conduct themselves, see the culture of different groups. And, you know, just as coincidence would have it, and there are no coincidences, I was fortunate enough to sit next to Jeff and Debbie at this event last week. And wow, did we have a good time. In fact, now they even said, hey, when you're in LA, you've got a place to stay. How cool is that? But the point is, that group of people, it was almost 15,000 people, all with positive energy. So Barry, I know what you're talking about when you talk about Instagram. That is an excellent point. People are posting things that are very engaging. I'm going to show you some of that in just a moment here. So what I'm going to do, though, I want to just take people, and I'm going to screen share, okay? Got to get my trusty glasses on here. Because a lot of people say, well, I don't even know how to get started. Now, when I share this is going to go to infinity for a minute. Don't let that worry you. We're going to get back over here. Instagram right here. That's not the one I want to go to. Okay, right here. Do you see that, Barry?
Yes, I see it.
Now, the reason I'm sharing this about myself is, you know, everybody thinks, oh, you know, you've got a list now and you know how to do Hangouts, you know how to do this. But guess what? I just started Instagram. I had this account that I had never used. So I want you to notice, I only have 13 posts. But already here's 270 followers here. I'm following 49. But there's some key things that I'm going to show you, okay? And I'm going to go in to edit the profile. Now, obviously, I'm on the computer right now. Now, I want to point out that I'm going to change my photo, okay? And Barry, we'll go to yours so that you can see the difference, because I'm going to have something that brands me in that photo, okay? Right now, I just have a picture up, but you cannot, by editing your profile, you can't change your picture on the computer. You can only change your picture. I don't know if you know that, Barry, but you can only change your picture by going to Instagram on your phone. Now, you can get an account two different ways, okay? You can go to Instagram on your computer, all right? And it'll have you download the app, and then that'll show up on your phone. Or you can go directly to your phone, go to, you know, iTunes and just type in Instagram and download that app to your phone. But Instagram really wants it to be about sharing from your phone. But as we all know, if we can do something else, sometimes it's extremely helpful. So I'm going to show you some of the things that I'm doing. So right here, if I go to edit profile, you're going to see that I put here AKA Coach B, but I put hashtag Coach B because that's how I'm known. I was born to coach, you know. I mean, I've been coaching all my life, went from coaching women's basketball at the University of Kentucky to now coaching entrepreneurs. I just ride a different vehicle. So then I put Hangout Maven, okay, hashtag Hangout Maven. So I used a little emblem in my symbols. You have to do this part on the phone. You can't, because I was asking Barry, I said, hey, I can't get my symbols. And then he made a good point. See, I'm learning from him just like he's learning from me. I said, oh, okay. So I had to go over to my phone because I already had my symbols over on my phone. So I was able to get one of some people. And then I put here free training Tuesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And then I've got a great thing that I'm launching January 2nd, 2016. And that's about epic entrepreneurs. It's 5 generations of women. Imagine this. Women in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Well, I'll let you guess which one I am. I'm the upper end of that. But it's going to be 5 generations of women that are going to be training about how to become an epic entrepreneur. In fact, how to be an extraordinary epic entrepreneur. And then and it's got a little OK symbol. And then the last part, it's got a world, because it's connect, empower, collaborate, and leverage as one. Okay, as one. And I didn't have enough letters left to put globally, so I just used the symbol, the globe. So these are the kind of things you can do. And Barry's going to show you in a minute what he's got and how he's got it set up. There's a reason I came over here first, okay? Now, I put in my website, which is actually leads to my personal link for my Tuesday night trainings. But it might not be your link, okay? Because let me just say this, CoachBGoldNuggets.com is the link for everybody in the community. That means even if you're in Lead Lightning, which is our $7 one-time program that gives you a contact management system, it gives you a way to share about your business, it gives you a couple of done-for-you funnels. It's awesome, okay? But like anything else, if you want all the bells and whistles and the ability to have flexibility and do some of the kind of things I'm going to show you, then you have to upgrade to what's called the gold level. It's still not very expensive. It's $53.97 a month. Amazing deal. I'll tell you what, I know people paying 4 times as much for what this system offers, but at any rate, that's how people are able to use my share code. Like Barry, you're using my share code to lead people and invite them to this training tonight, correct?
Right.
Yeah. So, you know, that's good that you're being able to do that. So my point is, this is how you set this up. Now, before I show you what I'm going to do instead, I wanted to show you things like how that's not the picture I'm going to have, so that I could make the point about if you're going to change your picture, you have to do it on your phone. I wanted to show you this just so that I'm going to take this over here and I'm going to show you that there's no lead capture page with this. Okay, now I'm going to turn this off because it'll start looping back in. So you see that's going to loop back in. You can see that people are making comments down here. But when you have the share code and you're using the share code, you link it to your link. And then when somebody comes to get the $7 program, it leads to you, not to me, because this is for the whole community. But if you are a person who only has Lead Lightning, then you can't do this type of customization. And you know, hey, $7 one time for contact management system, you know, I mean, you don't find that anywhere. If you go out and get a contact management system, you're going to pay a minimum of $19 a month for something like Aweber. You're only going to get 500 opt-ins that you can communicate with. Here we have it to 30,000 on our custom one. So what my point here is, and I want to show you what to do and what not to do, okay? So right here in my Instagram account, when I do that, and like Barry said, you can only have one link. Well, guess what? That's not a very smart way to use only one link. What have I missed here, Barry? I'm kind of using this as an example for people. What should I have done?
Put a lead capture page so that way you can capture that person's email and phone number to follow up with them.
Oh, I love it. I love it, Barry. You got it. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you what I'm changing it to. All right. Now, granted, they could come on, they could get the training right there, and they might click on that and get the $7 system. But still, I don't have the ability to communicate with them back and forth. So let me show you what one I'm going to send to them, okay? I'm going to send them right here to Coach B Freebies, okay? And this is why. It says I'm offering the Holy Grail marketing secrets. Grab my freebies while you can. What else do I have? I have a video so they get to see me. You already know that the 15 seconds is the video, you know, for Instagram. Although, Barry, I'm checking out Periscope for live streaming. I don't know if you know about that yet, but I'm already checking that out. That's another training. But the point is, I can give a link here, and this is not a long video at all. And guess where I shot it from? Let me just refresh it so you'll see it. Hangouts on Air.
Hi, I'm Dottie Berry, the Google Hangout Maven, and I'm here to help you because I'm the Oprah of the internet. No kidding.
Okay, so you see that right there? I say I'm the Google Hangout Maven. I'm the Oprah of the internet. I'm giving away freebies, okay? So you connect it up with something that people know. This is longer than 15 seconds, but it's not very long. So the point is, all I'm doing is getting an email from the person. No phone number, no name, just an email. So if I give value, what am I giving? Well, I'm telling them I'm giving away some awesome stuff, helping them reach higher, like free tools and systems, plus access to Coach B Hangouts for free training on internet marketing. Barry, you think somebody might be interested in that?
I think they would be, yes.
Yeah. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take that link now, and I'm going to come back over here, and that's what I'm going to replace it with. So I'm doing some of this live in the moment so I can show you what happens, the rhyme and reason behind doing this, okay? Now, what I'm going to do next, I'm going to go over here to Latergram. Now, Latergram is simply a way to schedule in posts for Instagram. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to quit doing my regular pictures and all that kind of thing. I'm going to continue to do that. But I've got posted out here through the next several weeks, okay, if you just kind of see that right there. And I'm doing a specific strategy. You'll notice right here that it says 2 p.m. Can you see that, Barry?
I see it.
Well, that's actually 5 p.m. Eastern time, because there was a recent article in the Huffington Post, and it talked about that 5 o'clock, get this now, 5 o'clock Eastern time and 2 a.m. Eastern time are the best times to post. And it said that Wednesdays is the best day to post. I'm just saying, and I'm just sharing. So 2 a.m. Eastern time would be 11 p.m. for me. So I'm getting some posted out there. Now, I don't want to be misleading here, because Latergram can't actually do the post for you, okay? Let me repeat that. Latergram cannot actually do the post for you. What they can do is they can send you a push notification. And you might say, well, gosh, if it's 2 a.m. and I get a push notification, well, yeah, if you want to, it's better than having to do your whole post at 2 a.m., isn't it? I'll just do mine before I go to bed. Lots of times I'm up later anyway. I get really creative in the wee hours. But at any rate, I'm going to just show you a couple of what I did. Let me just show you right here. Watch this one. It says, discover why you should shoot your videos on the Google Hangout platform versus your phone. Can you say SEO? Can you say branding and landing on page 1 of Google in your niche? And then a hashtag, see, Hangout Maven and Coach B. Just as simple as that. And then tonight, okay, before I started, I did one, and Barry, I put at Barry M. Tuck, which is Barry's username for Instagram. So that means it's like we're tagging each other back and forth. Now, one of the things I want to let you know is that this is a free account, okay? There's an upgrade, but just a free account, you can post 30 times a month, okay? So I've gone ahead and used my 30 times. You can also share and earn post. So if you go to that link I gave you, it earns me some post, okay? Fair enough? All up front and transparent here. I'm not going to make any money on you, that kind of thing. I'm just going to get a few posts, and you can get up to 150 additional posts via 10 people a month, okay? And then it would still be free to you. If you want to upgrade, you go ahead and do that. I don't, make anything. I'm just sharing this free kind of way. This is important because as you're able to go ahead and prepare something that might not be a regular picture, Okay, I'll just show you another one here. Let me just pull it up. This just says, stop wishing, start doing. So I took it and I put hashtag Epic Entrepreneurs launching 1/2/2016. And then that one's going to start going out. And I'm not sending to any link or anything, you know. I'm just posting pictures. And what I'll do is, as it gets close to that launch time, I'll go back in and through my link, Coach B Freebies, I will add that into that page, okay? So let me just show you how that looks real quick. I'm going to go back into my back office here. Hang on one second. I'm going to take you into the back office. And I'm going to just log in real quick. Again, this is our Lead Lightning and Power Lead system. Everybody gets this back office, but if you have Lead Lightning, you don't have the ability to customize. And the things I'm doing now are customization. Just real quickly for Lead Lightning, when you come in, you come and you can get started, and all you're going to do is get a couple of links, which is, you know, really great. You just click the easy button. It gives you 3 simple steps. It gives you 2 links, referral link A, referral link B. I mean, for $7, you never pay a penny more in your whole life. That's pretty cool. You can either lead it to the Lead Lightning, because every time you offer Lead Lightning for $7, you make $6. I mean, that's a sweet deal. And in this one, if you use this link, then it will actually lead to your actual business opportunity, or your mortgage company, or your restaurant, or whatever it is you want to lead people to. So that is a great deal. But if you want to customize, like I'm going to show you right here, I'm going to show you freebies. Okay, the first one was the lead capture page. Now this is where it leads to. I'm just going to show you what the page looks like. Again, I've got a video here telling about my philosophy, and it just starts giving them free stuff. I mean, you know, free. Tips and tools, you know, free tool for scheduling Instagram posts. I already added that one in. When I get to the launch for the Epic Entrepreneurs, I'll start putting a link in there so people can begin to access how to get our Epic Entrepreneurs training. But I'm just trying to connect the threads. Barry, am I connecting the threads for you? Are you getting it?
Can I chime in a little bit, Dottie?
Yeah, absolutely. Come on.
All right. What I like about what you're doing is that you're providing value on Instagram. You're not throwing a business opportunity. You're not throwing a company or a product. You're sharing value. And when people are on Instagram, they're normally on Instagram either wasting away a little bit of time, or, you know, they're on their lunch break, or something at work, or they're at home, or they're on their phone. And when they look at Instagram, they're not on there to really shop or buy. They're not on there looking for products. They're not looking for an opportunity per se. I mean, maybe some are. But I think when you can engage them with a post, if you like, your graphics are amazing, Dottie. I love what you do, and you inspire me. You know, I think you've said before, ideas are often stolen from other people's creativity. And when I see your posts, I often get inspired and create a graphic, you know, that I like. And anyway, whenever you're posting Instagram, you want to make sure that it's popping. You want to make sure that when people are scrolling through that, through their app with their phone, you know, just with their thumb, you want to make sure that your post stops them from scrolling. And then you want to make sure that your post captures their attention so much that they read your description. That's where the magic happens.
Yes.
And I want to emphasize on why I think having only one clickable link in your Instagram account is beneficial versus having a clickable link in your picture. I think that's good because on Facebook, you'll see links are posted everywhere. And
yeah.
Sometimes that can look very spammy. And that's why I say it looks clouded and cloggy and just overwhelming. But on Instagram, you can't do that. So it's less spam. And for a person, Dottie, so when you post that picture on your Instagram and you say, Coach B is giving away her freebies, link is in the bio. That person now has to take that time and energy to click to your account and then go to your bio and click your link. That means that person had to put in work. That person wants to be there. So the quality of that lead has just went from maybe a 3 or 4 to a 7 or 8. Are you following where I'm coming from, Dottie? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, Barry, so, I knew you were bringing on the nuggets, and that's why I had to stop screen sharing. I said, they've got to be seeing this guy talk. You know, I love it.
And that's the thing. So when you're giving away something free, that is what I think is the biggest gold nugget, or the biggest thing we can give away. Give away something free. Because like I said, people are not on Instagram to buy, to shop, to purchase, or looking for something. If I'm saying, oh, Dottie's going to give away some free gold nugget, oh, cool, I'll sign up. I'll give her my email. Might not give her my phone number, but I'll give her my email.
Yeah.
And then through building that relationship, Dottie, they're going to watch that video. So now they've gone from the eye-catching pictures to now they're watching a video of you. And when they click on that video, then they go to YouTube and find you on there. Well, guess what? Now YouTube has saved that they've been to your channel before. So now you'll pop up more frequently. So you'll begin to build a bigger rapport with them that way, because now they're hearing you, they're feeling your energy from the videos, and that way you can eventually get their phone number and pick up, or they might call you like I did. I picked up, got on Facebook and contacted you. So I think there's a lot of power in Instagram that way.
Oh, absolutely, Barry. I am so glad you interjected that, because you know what it made me realize, and I just had this aha moment this afternoon. You know that I was on there and I was going, hold on, Barry, hold on. I had this idea, while I was walking. And
right.
Honestly, I posted a picture on Instagram about walking and the mind getting creative. So that's when I had the idea about the freebies, and I thought, man, this is going to be a teachable moment. And you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to go back and I'm going to load up those freebies so big time. And I've got it set up, so that it can just lead to anything, to, being able to contact me. So yeah, people will pick up the phone, because that's how I've grown a global business. I mean, I got people in Greece, Singapore, Dubai, all over the place who actually did just like you. Because Barry, how did you find me?
I found you through a Google Hangout.
Absolutely.
And it was amazing. I've seen, you see people post in the groups, you see people's pictures, but it's when you watch the video of someone, you feel their energy, you feel their, how genuine they are and how willing they are to help. And that's what I saw in you, Dottie. That's what connected us. So the video is a very powerful tool, and I've used Google Hangouts from your trainings before, and I've connected with people from them Googling a certain topic, and then they find my video, watch me, like my personality, and reach out to me on Facebook from the link that I put in the bio. So it's definitely a powerful tool. Instagram and Google Hangouts and Power Lead System, man, you're amped up for business right there.
Oh, you're not kidding. And that's the power. I want you to hear what Barry's talking about, because seriously, and one of my pet peeves, complaints about internet marketing, it's kind of like anything else. Maybe I have a love-hate relationship with it. I detest when people hide behind and don't show their face, and scam people. But you can get scammed anywhere in life. I don't look at things that way. I look at, wow, there's going to be so many amazing things happening. There's going to be so many positive things happen. So here's what happened. Phone rings, and I go, hello. And they go, Coach B, is that you? And I go, yeah, it's me. And say, oh, I got you, and I'm like, well, yeah, you called my number. And I tell people, look, if you call and I don't answer, it just means I'm on with somebody else, but I will call you back within 24 hours though. And if I don't, I tell people, that's kind of like socks in the dryer. You know how you put those socks in the dryer sometimes, Barry? Yeah, and you open up that dryer and you go, I know I put 2 socks in there, but they're not there. So my point is, sometimes messages get lost, either email or phone, okay? So if you don't hear from me in 24 hours, you need to ring-a-ding me again or email me again or whatever the deal is, because I will call back, but I can't call back if I'm not aware that you called, okay? So Barry, you're absolutely right. This is the way that people will find you throughout the world. you begin to brand yourself this way. And boy, I'm excited about this power behind Instagram. Let me go back real quick though and show one more thing, and then I'm going to have you screen share because I know you've got some great things to show as well.
All right.
Okay, that's going to infinity. Then I'm coming back over here. So anyway, I'm going to tell you what, this thing's going to pop. But see, I then have buttons where I put my bio, my live hangouts. See, I told them I was going to give them access, and that I am going to do. And so you know, I'm going to really go back in here, and I'll tell you what else I'm going to do, Barry. I'm going to go back in here, and I'm going to put videos under each of my freebies. Like this one is one about LinkedIn basic training, along with a written PDF, you know, and all those kind of things. So I mean, just look, and it changes all the time anyway. So I tell people, you know, get in there, get your goodies, and you know, it'll be a great thing. So let me go back to Latergram, because here's a really cool feature too. Now this is just the free one, you know, but you can go in here and search. I'm going to show you something really cool, because I started following this millionaire mentor right here. And I'm going to tell you, you want to see some cool pictures? Shout out to Millionaire Mentor. I mean, just look at some of these things. Don't you love this? Leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. Look at it. Got their little branding MM on there. Boy, Barry, we've got catch-up time. But, you know, rather than being jealous of this person and going, well, you know, I don't, you can also import that, by the way. You can repost, do all kinds of things. But rather than going, wow, they're getting, you know, 2,000 likes and we've just got 10. Rather than being like that, be inspired when somebody's doing something great. Don't be jealous. Again, everybody starts somewhere. Barry, how many people did you have on your list when you started?
-10.
He had a big fat 0. How many did I have?
0.
I had 0. Everybody starts at 0, folks. Don't get angry at the people who simply started before you. That just doesn't make sense at all. That's like being jealous of your grandfather who made millions being an entrepreneur, and you're mad because you're only 15 years old. Get over it. The grandmother or the grandfather who became an entrepreneur worked all their life. They worked hard, but they started at 0. They started with nothing. Oh, look at this one. My best advice to entrepreneurs is this: forget about making mistakes, just do it. And what they're doing too, they're sharing from other people. You see, it may be coming to here, but the guy is, or the gal, either one, whoever it is just sharing back and forth. So anyway, I just wanted to show you how cool this really is. So I go back to the dashboard at any rate. Now I'm going to show you, if I try to add a new image right now, it's going to do this. Oops, you don't have any more uploads available because you only have, see, 30 a month. So you have to go back, and what I'm going to do, Barry, I'm going to turn it over to you now, because you do have some that you could post, and we'll let you show them, okay?
All right, I can do that.
Okay, so I'm going to go off screen share right now, and let me just look at a couple more. Okay, let me just show you a couple more. Like, here's one I put: if you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or objects. So I put, love to hear what goals you have. Your passion, #passion, is to be shared. Epic entrepreneurs, you know, and I put every person is a maven because you have a story to share and a gift to impart. Discover it. So, you know, you can put all kinds of things here. I found this cool little hand with a PNG so that, you know, I could put little pictures in there about thought leadership. Anyway, just all kinds of things. Right here, it says, yes, who's with me? It says, just say yes if you're ready to connect, engage, empower, innovate, collaborate, and leverage your unique collective talents to form synergistic partnerships globally. That's what I do every day. So it's just fun, and I'm just getting a kick in the pants out of doing this. So I'm going to stop sharing now, Barry. I'm going to come back to you, and you screen share and take it away, okay?
All right, here we go. It's going to go to infinity again, but no worries. We'll be right back. Right, Dottie?
That's right. You'll see me a bunch of times.
All right, I'm going to log in here. Oh, there I am. Okay. What I like about this is it's a lot easier to edit pictures on the computer. I personally use Canva. People might use Photoshop or Paint, whatever they use, PowerPoint. But this, I really like this here.
Yeah, and let me say, Barry, I was going to point out what you use. I use Snagit, and people just go Google Snagit. You can get a free trial for 30 days, and I love my Snagit tool. You know, I've been using that for about 4 years, and that's how I create all kind of banners. So, but Barry, you use one, but the point is you can make great pictures.
All right. Now we're going to add a new photo. So let's click here to say add new media. And this will pop up here. So I just click the in this box here. And now I have the ability to upload a photo. So I'm going to click on this one. This is an image that I had used or that I had created through Canva to advertise my millennials training. I thought this looked really techy, so this might appeal to more of the millennials or the Generation Y group. So here in the caption, I removed that what is in there because it's just the app trying to brand themselves. Can't fault them for that, right, Dottie?
No way. They're giving a great thing here.
So in this caption here, I can type whatever I want to say. Join us for free business training on growing your business on #Instagram. Okay, now I can go through and add stuff. Now, Dottie and I were talking earlier about how many hashtags do you use in a post. Today I created a post and I had quite a few hashtags and it generated 140 likes within almost 15 minutes. And I was blown away because normally my posts get about anywhere between like 15 to 30 likes. I'm still growing my account. We'll get to that a little bit later. But just make sure your hashtags are relevant. It's a good idea to create hashtags that are branded to you, like hashtag Hangout Maven. That's for Dottie. Myself, I'm doing hashtag Insta Millennial or hashtag Epic Millennial. I'm still playing with the two, seeing which one gets the most engagement, so I know which one to push forward with. And that way, if anybody on Instagram clicks on the hashtag Epic Millennial, they'll see all of the posts that I've created that I've tagged that with. So that's also a cool feature. Maybe we can talk about that a little bit later. So I'm going to say on here, join us for free training to grow your business on Instagram.
Hey, Barry, before you continue, one of the things I recommended to Barry that he start doing too, a lot of people don't know that they hear about the millennials, and some people can't spell it right sometimes, but the millennials are Gen Y, okay? So he can not only hashtag with his millennials and Epic Millennials, he can hashtag Gen Y and get some mileage out of that too.
Good idea. This what was the KISS? Keep it super simple. The simpler we can keep it, the better it is. So in a post like this, I would put, join us for free training to grow your business on Instagram. Use YouTube, Google Hangouts on Air. I'm going to put an S there. Hangouts on Air to hashtag grow your business. Or let's say to rank on Google. Okay, and then maybe in the bottom we might want to put tags on online marketing tips, because you'll just go through your phone and you'll be able to search tags and you'll see that there's thousands and thousands of people that have used the tag online marketing tips or work from home. Okay, and that's a great way to stay in the niche with people that are entrepreneurs working from home, home-based businesses that are looking for these things. And I think hashtags can be another lesson that we'll go over later. because again, we're all still learning this together. But just to give you an idea of how to use these Hangouts. Now, what you'll do here is schedule a post. Now, let's say, this Hangout's on a Tuesday. I want to schedule this for next week on the 1st. Okay. Now, what time do I want that to post? Well, since we do the Hangouts at 9:45, let's say I want this to go out around, what do you say, 1:45 or 2 p.m. is a good time?
Yep, sounds good.
We'll just do 1:55 p.m. So this post is going to go out next Tuesday at 2 p.m. And, real quick, let's put in here too. We would use an emoticon, or an emoticon is just the little symbol that you have on your keyboard. That could be like the Facebook finger pointing, or it could be an arrow or something directing you to do an action. It's a call to action. So you want to have a call to action in your post. So here I would say, follow the link in the bio. You see what I did there, Dottie? I put a call to action in my post.
Absolutely, it's great.
So now that person has to click on my profile, has to go read my bio, click on that link, and enter their email address. And like I said, I think the quality of that lead is going to go from 3 or 4 to a 7 or 8 because they're really interested in what we have to share.
Hey, Barry, do me a favor. Copy that right now. And in a minute, I want you to go and put that in the chat box down below on our Hangout that we've got going, because that's going to be good info for them.
Okay. Will do. Got that copied. Now, all I have to do is click Create a Post, saving, and that's it. So this is scheduled. Yeah, you'll see the little white, the white letters right there says schedule. Now, what will happen? Don't worry, I'm working on a PowerPoint that will go over this because I'm not quite sure how to screen share from my phone. We're all learning here. But I'm going to make a PowerPoint that will go over step-by-step instructions of what's going to happen when you get that push notification. It's like receiving a text message or a Facebook notification. You'll click on that, and it'll say, would you like to post this now? It'll take you directly to Instagram. You'll post a picture. You'll press the screen where it has the area for you to put your contacts, and on my phone I just hold down and it'll give me the option to paste, and it automatically pastes everything that I typed into Latergram to my phone.
So Barry, here's what I'm going to have you do. Okay, I want you to post that picture again, or either just change it. Can you post that picture again?
Okay, I can go back to it.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and send that like in 1 minute, and they can get off the screen share and show them how to do that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because you'll be able to hold your phone up in the screen and actually let them see it come in. And let me just say this, I actually have a tool where I can show what's going on my phone on the screen. So next week, I'm going to pull that tool out of the dustbin, dust that baby off, and I'm going to start doing some training showing how to do that with our Power Lead system and Lead Lightning as well. Because, folks, here's what I want you to get. This is going to, all of this with Instagram and what we're sharing with you is going to help drive people back to the system that you can offer people to help them grow their business. Again, there's a reason for this connective madness that we may be putting you through, but that is so that you can help somebody else grow their business, because that's what people want. And when you go and pitch your service, your product, or whatever on the front end, you lose people. And we want to give you a way to get engaged with people and develop the relationship and let that relationship form, because people do business with who, Barry? People they what?
Like, know, and trust.
Like, know, and trust. You got it, my man. So this is a very important element.
All right. Hold up one moment. Let me go grab my phone. Okay, Dottie?
Okay, yeah, get your phone. So here's what we're going to do with him. Just
I've got my screen up. You can go over my bio here.
Okay, yeah, let me go over your bio. That's cool. So you're going to see here that Barry's talking about empowering millennials, okay? And he's got symbols because he loves to work out. He loves food. He loves the beach. He loves travel, humor. He says he loves every bit of life. Now, do you get a feel for who Barry is? I mean, dynamic guy. And then he's got free training every Tuesday. Now, he's got a Bitly there, and I'll guarantee you that is going to some type of lead capture page. Now, Barry may be getting some ideas about, rather than just leading it to one thing, leading it to multiple things. I don't know. Let's see what he's got here. Oh, you happen to use the same one I've got for my freebies, huh?
Yes.
Cool beans. Yeah.
So I put here, discover how to stand out amongst your competition with free weekly trainings.
Okay, now we're going to have to get that word fixed. Go back up there. Amongst. I think there's a typo there.
All right, we can fix that.
Look at that. You know, those are fixable things. So that's how we help each other out, okay? So you see, he's really offering this for people to come in and everything. So that's very, very cool, Barry. I like what you're doing. I love it. Fantastic.
And I put my photo there, and then it has their sign-up information. And I'm going to go back and change this to email only, because that'll be a whole lot easier to get somebody's information.
Yeah.
And that takes them directly to the Hangouts.
Yeah, you have to figure that people don't like, know, and trust you yet. And so email is a very valuable piece of information. And I'm going to tell you, if you deliver value, they will be there. We're going to talk a little bit more about building that list. But go ahead, Barry. Now that you're back, why don't you go back to Latergram?
Okay.
Now, again, the reason I want you to see this is because Latergram can push it to your phone, but you actually have to be the one to post it, okay? And that's just a real distinction you have to understand. But this is great. It's great the time that it saves you.
Yes, let's send it for now. And I should get a notification. Yes, I have a notification on my phone. So let's go to that.
Okay, you got to stop sharing so we can see you.
Yes, I'll get there. All right. I'm coming back.
Okay.
All right, I hope this works. We'll see. All right. So I'm going to try to angle myself in front of this camera here. Can you see that? No.
Raise it up just a little bit. Yeah, there you go.
All right. So what's going to happen is I'm going to have to drop down this menu here, and you're going to see a notification that says Latergram. Okay? When I click on Latergram, if you can see that.
Yep, I can see it. It's kind of scrolling. Yep.
See? Has my photo there. It takes me directly to Instagram. I click this blue arrow here at the top corner, and that sends me to post. You can choose different type of different type of settings for your phone, to different type of just shades of editing, really. But I don't want to do any of that, so I'm going to continue to post. And like I said here in the caption, I'm just going to hold my finger down until I see where it says paste. And now everything that I typed into Latergram online is now in my phone. You might can see that. I'm not sure.
Tilt it just a little bit. We can't see it, but I know it's there. Tilt it up a little bit the other way. Anyway, I know that it's there. We can't quite see it, but that pasted into the phone so that you don't have to retype what you put in there. So this is amazing, Barry. Fantastic.
Yes. And imagine like what you've done, Dottie, is you've done this for a whole week or two in advance, maybe the whole month. You've done 30 posts.
Yep.
It doesn't take long to make an Instagram post anyway from your phone, but when you have it all planned out, how easy is it when you're on the go, you're in the car, not driving, of course, or you're at lunch or out taking a walk, and you get that notification. You just click post, paste, submit. That's it. How much time is that going to take of you? It's like you said before with the Google Hangouts and the live events. It's kind of like meal prepping. you set up all your stuff you're doing one day out of the week. Some people use Saturday, some people use Sunday, whatever day that is, and then it helps the week go by, so you prep in advance.
There you go, Barry. Well, listen, we're kind of at the top of the hour, and I appreciate everybody being on here tonight. Barry, why don't you just jump down there real quick and see if anybody's got any questions that they want to ask, or if you want to,
all right,
if you want to put them in there, we can certainly go down there and answer them after this is over. But if he sees one that somebody's just got a burning question right now, we can go ahead and see if we can answer it. We always say we can't guarantee you that we know the answer to everything, but if we don't know it, we'll find out. But that's our goal, is to really just to help you take your business and your branding to another level. And there's a lot of different ways to do that. And I've been an online trainer for 8 years now. And I can tell you, wow, I know a whole lot more now than I did then. In fact, it's really interesting. At that event that I went to in San Diego, there was a really, really big guy with this company. In fact, this particular guy is a millionaire, and I had never met him in person before. And I actually introduced him to voice broadcasting, you know, and also to online marketing. So it was really cool to finally meet this particular guy in person and get to chat with him a little bit, because all these years I had never done that. You know, we just kind of been at different places at different times. But that's what you have to offer people. So if you can, get back with the person who invited you. If you're on the basic CoachBGoldNuggets.com, because that's not going to have any links to like the Lead Lightning system, you'll have to get back with the person who invited you. But if you're on a shared code, which means you have your own domain because you have upgraded to PowerLead system, and you can actually do custom things like this Hangout page in and of itself. You get to do that because it's custom. I mean, you can do Hangouts over on YouTube and on Google, but can you imagine sending people over to your YouTube channel and have them getting distracted with all the videos going down the side? So you want to capture them in a specific place with your branding. That's what it's all about. So, Barry, any questions that we need to answer?
There was one question. One person that posted that they couldn't do something on Instagram because Instagram put a block on their account. What happens to that? The only solution that I could come up with is that you haven't verified your account. You need to go to your email to verify your Instagram account.
Yeah.
If you've already done that and you're still having problems, I would just suggest contacting Instagram through their support feature, because I don't have an answer for that other than what I just said.
Yeah, I don't know. You can create multiple accounts, by the way. That's another whole topic. We've only got an hour tonight, and we appreciate that you stayed with us like this. And a lot of people come back and watch the recording. And just so you know the way the Google Hangouts trainings work, when you go to a training, within 5 minutes of this being over, this will be an evergreen recording. That's the value. That's the SEO. See, Google owns YouTube, okay? And they bought them back in 2008 for billions of dollars. They saw where the market was headed. So, folks, let's use it. You know, there's all kind of training that we've done in the past, but for tonight, that's it. Barry, it's always great to be with you. You got any gold nugget you want to leave with them on Instagram before we wind down tonight?
Consistency. Just stay consistent. Post at least 3 pictures a day, I would say, and make sure they're good pictures and always provide value.
Absolutely, Barry. And we'll cover more with some apps that you can get, because when you make those pictures, you want to make sure that, you know, you tone it up a little bit before you post it, and that you're posting not just things about, you know, your business or anything. You're just having fun. And again, with it leading back to only one link, wow, that, talk about how that can get people focused and know right where to go. Again, sometimes people have so many links, people become confused. So thanks, Barry. It's always a pleasure to be on with you. You are a great representation of the millennials and Gen Y, and we will look forward to seeing you all next week at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. for me. Here in the Pacific Northwest. I live in Blaine, Washington, and wherever you are all over the world, visiting with us, whether you're in Lead Lightning Power Lead System or just a guest tonight. Thank you so much. Come back next week. We'll see you next time. Okay. Good night, everybody.